What's up to the whole world here? Internet connection, hopefully we're working. Oh, there's people. What's up? Sioux City. You want me to come to Sioux City again? We just did. But we should come again. You know what I'm saying? I am so pumped up today. It's not really album release. It's pre-order album release. It feels like we're making up too many reasons to celebrate. Pre-order release celebration starts right now, people. We are so excited. So to all the panheads out there that have been following all the news, thanks so much. I've gotten to see hundreds and hundreds of comments online, which is really cool. I love reading what people say about the new music. And for people who haven't been following, we have a brand new record coming out in August. And the album is called Victorious. And the pre-order just went on sale today, this morning. So I'm very excited. I've been seeing people from all over the world send me, messages saying they've ordered or they want to order, yada, yada. So I'm going to answer some questions here. I see lots of people putting up things. Somebody says, August is so far away. It is. I wish we could release the whole record tomorrow because I'm pumped. I can't wait for people to hear it. But I will answer some of the questions here. But I want to fill everybody in on a couple things. All right. Number one, people have been asking, will there be pre-order packages available through Skillet merchandise? It is. It's up. You may have seen it, but you may not have. It is up right now. If you want to know where to go, there'll be two ways you can do that. Number one, Skillet.com is our website. Go to the web store on there, and there will be different packages. We did a new really cool track jacket or something like that, lightweight jacket, whatever you want to call it. That's really cool. One of the packages. So one of the packages has signed stuff from the full band. And of course they all have the CD. So you can do that through Skillet.com. Also, when I'm done with this, we're going to put up on Instagram stories, swipe up links for the various packages. So you can do that. Another way you can pre-order, I think that iTunes pre-order is available now too. I'm not sure. I should have known this before. I forgot to check. It's been so busy. But with the Skillet pre-order on our website, you will get a notification email after you pre-order, and you will be able to listen to our single Legendary, which just came out today as well. And we will be releasing a few more tracks before the record comes out, that if you pre-order the album, you'll be able to listen to those over the next 2 months. So check that out. People have been asking on the questions below if it is on Spotify. Yes, Legendary is out on Spotify. So the record is called Victorious, and I can talk about that in a little while. The song is called Legendary, and you can listen to it on Spotify, or you can listen to it if you pre-order the record. I'm going to take a break for some water. Perrier is not near as good as Dr. Pepper, as it turns out, but I've already had 2 Dr. Peppers. That's what it is. So that's what's going on. So get your Skillet CD, and do me a favor, everybody, tell your friends about the new Skillet project, because we've been working on it for 2 years, and I've been very excited about playing it for the world. And another thing I want to announce, if you don't know, the Legendary lyric video is up on YouTube right now, so you can just go and search Skillet Legendary, and it'll be the first thing that comes up, I believe. Or you can find it on the Skillet Music YouTube channel, as all of our podcasts and things like that are. So let me look at some of your questions. I see a lot of people asking when we were coming to the UK. We are working on it. I wish I was coming to the UK now because it's been a long time. And I'm not allowed to say the tour we're working on, but it could be the case that we are looking at coming back to Europe, hopefully before the year is over. So UK people, we're trying. We're going to try to make it there for you guys. And we had an awesome show in London on the Unleashed tour. So hopefully we will come back and see you guys again. Which reminds me, I got to give a few shout outs. Number one, if you have seen the Legendary lyric video, people have been asking where that footage is from. It's from a couple different places. Number one, we got a little bit from our Unleashed tour that we did in America right when the last album came out, which was a really awesome tour. Lots of the footage also came from Winter Jam. So anybody that saw us on Winter Jam last year, maybe you see yourself in the video. Probably not. But we had an awesome tour in Winter Jam, and we got a lot of good footage. And then finally, I would say probably over half the footage came from our current tour we just did in Russia. So for all you Russian fans out there, we had some awesome shows, and we did live filming in Moscow of Legendary, so we could have made this video. So it was a really great tour in Russia. It was great to be playing the song for the first time, and it's been great because now we have a lyric video that hopefully rocks. So thanks to all you people. All right, let's look at some sweet questions here. And by the way, people have been asking where the band is. The band is not with me. No, I wish they were. We have an off day today, so everybody's out doing all their own things. I don't know where Seth is because he lives in a different city than me. But he's probably doing something awesome, hanging out with his family. And Corey is doing some things with the kids today. They had a family event they had to go to. Jen, I have no idea what Jen is doing, but maybe she'll send us a little question down here. Maybe Jen will say, "What are you up to, John?" And I'll be like, "Rockin'." We'll see what she says. Let's see. People want to know what happened to Dead Man Walking. We did play Dead Man Walking on our Breaking Benjamin tour, which was awesome. How many of you guys came out? The Breaking Benjamin tour was absolutely super awesome. I love Breaking Benjamin, and we had a really great time with them, and I want to thank them for bringing us out on that tour. Dead Man Walking, I think that you will see eventually, but it was a song that we recorded that we were not sure if it was going on the record or not, and it ended up not making the record. But we do have 12 songs on the album, and eventually I'll get to tell you guys about a lot of the songs. Maybe I'll even talk about what the record is about here in a little while. I'll read some notes on here. My friend Gemma says that she liked the BB tour. I know you did. I saw you there and took some sweet pictures. Thanks very much. Let's see. People want to know about some of the other songs on the record. Actually, I would love to tell you about it. I'm going to hold that question. I'll do it in a little while if people start getting bored of me answering other questions. Someone wants to know if there's going to be a deluxe. Honestly, I have no idea if there's going to be a deluxe or not. That is not in the works right now. You never know what's going to happen because sometimes you end up writing songs that you don't know if you want to wait, a whole 2 years before a new record, or maybe they go, hey, we should put a deluxe out. So I'm not really sure about that yet, but I do know that we are not releasing a deluxe anytime soon. That's for sure. Sometimes we do them. They coincide. It's not going to coincide this time. And no plans to release a deluxe as of now. Let's see. What you got for me here, peeps? Was this album off the leash? Somebody says, yeah, baby. Unleashed. Now we're off the leash. Yeah, we did have a lot of fun making the record. Maybe it's even a cool time to talk about that in a little bit because I am personally very proud of my wife, Corey. Me and Corey have always kind of done, I would say, quite a lot of production on our records. Sometimes we've even done what I would call co-producing records, but this is the first record that me and Corey produced on our own, the bulk of the album. Not all of it. We still had some other people produce some of it. But Corey and I sat down to do it. Mainly Corey. She took the bulk of that. And it was really fun recording the record because if you're producing it yourself, that means you get to do whatever you want to do. And you can try anything you want to try. There's nobody there to say no, which is really good. And Corey's tastes are a little different than mine. And so we kind of brought them all together like Wonder Twins, if you remember Super Friends. And it was really cool. So we got to do, Corey got to do a lot of guitars on the record, a lot of different kinds of tones that we don't usually do. So like the lead riff on Legendary, which you hopefully have heard, which is very kind of different for Skillet. That was quite a lot of fun to do and going into even a little bit of indie territory there. So that was really cool. So I'm very proud of Corey. We did some cool, fun things producing the record. Where does Victorious rank for you among all your past albums? M. Judy 93 says. It's too early to tell. Every time you make a record, you always think it's the very best one you've ever done. So, too early to know that. I'm not sure. I just know that it was the very best record we could make right now, because we worked hard. About 2.5 years we worked recording this record. For those of you who follow Skillet a lot, which I'm assuming is a lot of you people, we had a really busy 2018 last year, because last year we recorded the Ledger project, we recorded the Fight the Fury project, and we were recording most of the Skillet record all in 1 year. So that was a busy year. We toured, I think we did Winter Jam last year, and then we did a run. Some of you guys probably saw us out with our friends King and Country. And then we went to Europe, and it was just a really busy year. And we did most of that, all of that record during that year. So it was a really busy time. But it is probably going to be on my Skillet favorites list. It certainly is right now, but you kind of got to give it a year, because once you put your heart and soul in something, it's a little hard to know where it really stands up. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Somebody wants to know, if they meet me, if they can get a hug. Absolutely. I would love to hug you. It's fine. Somebody wants to know if there's more Fight the Fury music coming. That will be down the road sometime. Right now we'll be dedicated solely to Skillet, because we're going to be very hyper busy, as a lot of you guys know, which might be a good time for me to make sure people know that we are doing a sweet tour with our good friend Seven Dust. It is going to be awesome. We also have out my good friends in Pop Evil, which we have toured with Pop Evil, I think twice. Sometimes I can't remember, but I know we played 20 or 25 shows together, and we're good friends, and I'm looking forward to touring with them again. Seven Dust, we are also friends. We've only done about 10 shows together, and I'm a fan. And Seven Dust is kind of a band's band. And maybe people don't know what a band's band is, but what that means is basically they're the kind of band that all the other bands want to watch play, because they're pretty incredible musicians. And all the bands like, oh my gosh, that drummer's amazing, and all that kind of stuff. So Seven Dust will be quite fun. They're a band's band, and they make you play better. They make you have to play better. Can't wait to be out with them. And of course, my good friends in Pop Evil, and they've had a lot of huge success on their latest couple of records, including their current one, which I think they might be #1 at radio right now. So congrats to Pop Evil for that. And I'm jealous. I want to be #1 very soon, people. I hope. So we'll make it happen. And then, of course, we got our good friends Devour the Day, who we toured with twice on Unleashed. And I love the band, and they're great people, good friends of mine, and wish them the best. I'm glad that they're able to come back out with us. So come see us out on that tour. It's called the Victorious War Tour. Dates are up with Skillet, skillet.com, and all that kind of stuff. So check that out, and you're going to have to get the new record so you will know the songs. So you'll be able to sing the songs. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's look for some more questions here. Let's see. Somebody says, thanks for your concerts in Russia. We had an amazing time in Russia. 16 dates we did. It was our longest tour. We did a month in Russia. And Russia is the only country on the planet that everywhere we go, people know who we are. It's kind of weird. Feel like Linkin Park over there or something. So thanks to all the Russian fans. They are very, very good to us, and we appreciate you guys coming to the shows. Are you coming to Latin America soon? Man, I hope so. We've not done South America in a couple of years, which is a bummer. But I do have a cool story for all of you Latin American fans and South American folks, specifically the people in Brazil. I want to give you a story very quickly because it's very special to me. The new album is called Victorious, as I mentioned, and the title track, the song Victorious, I wrote the chorus melody when I was at a hotel in Brazil. So that's how long ago that song started getting written. And who knows, you might even be able to tell that it was influenced because it's very melodic and it's very it's very soaring in the melody, and it reminds me of something that some of those you might see something like at a soccer match, you know, and all the Brazilian people start singing their chants. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. So I have to thank Brazil for that specifically, and all the great South American fans that are passionate, that are trying to get us to come back down. I'm sure we will come see you guys on this record cycle. I'm going to work. Somebody says they need us in Spain. I don't know why we've never been to Spain. It's unbelievable. One of the only countries in Europe that we have not been to. So hopefully somebody can work on that very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants to know when we're coming back to Budapest. I'm not sure when we are or not. Like I say, we're working on lots of tour dates, so hopefully we can do. What else? Let's see some questions for all these Skillet fans out here. Oh, by the way, I've loved reading all the comments online and getting to connect with people. It's been really cool. So thank you guys very much. And I see tons of comments on the YouTube account for the lyric video. And it seems like people are happy, so I'm excited. I hope you guys like it. Let's see what we got. Somebody says, John, how do you find your stage crew? Stage crew is very difficult to find because you got to have people that you get along with on the road, and that can also do a really good job. So honestly, I have a really terrible answer for you. If you're looking for stage crew, the only way that I've been able to find people is word of mouth. You ask other bands who they know, and sometimes you get great people, and sometimes you get people that don't quite know how to do the job yet. I don't mind training people to do a good job. I mainly want people that are willing to work hard and that treat people good, because whenever you get, for instance, if we go on a tour and Devour the Day comes out with Skillet and opens up for Skillet, I want my crew to treat Devour the Day really well, and I don't want them to treat them poorly, because then it looks bad on me, because I think that treating people well comes from the top down. So as the owner of the band, I need to treat my employees well, and my employees need to treat other people well. So that's a very big thing. People have to do a good job, but they have to treat people well while they do it. So I have no good advice for you beyond that. Sorry. Oh, greetings from Costa Rica, somebody says. Hello. What's up? Somebody says, are you coming back to Cedar Rapids, Iowa? I'm not sure. I can't remember my tour dates. You have to check. However, I am so pumped up to say, if you might have seen on the tour dates, we are finally coming to like some really cool cities we haven't been, like Las Vegas. We hardly ever come to Las Vegas. I don't even know if we have ever done a headlining show in Las Vegas ever in our career. So people come see us in Vegas. Come see that show. We're finally coming back, let's see, to L.A., in which we hardly ever play L.A. either. There's just tons of great places that we're going on these tours, so check them out. People say, how do you get to know the tour dates? Check Skillet.com. Not all the tours are announced. We will, of course, post them and announce them as the tours kind of go live. Some of them are not going live, but I can guarantee you we will be touring a lot over the next 2 years, because we got a killer record coming out. Woo! What's up? Somebody says, hello from South Africa. I wish I can come. We've never been to South Africa. Sorry. Hello from Argentina. Of course I've been to Argentina now. Passionate fans down there. Somebody says, it's your 10th album. I can't believe it. Me neither. I cannot believe it. It's been that long. And I would like to say we owe so much to our fans. I always say this in all my interviews. You've probably heard me say it like a broken record, but thank you to all the fans for supporting us for so long. It's been 22 years, and I sometimes can't believe that people still listen to Skillet, but I'm thrilled, and I'm glad that you still like the music. And I'm glad that we're still making brand new fans, so thank you very much. Some people are asking me about the record. They want to hear about other songs. I won't say too much now, because I've already been talking for like a million years straight, and people are probably getting bored. But I am excited about this record, Victorious. I would like to tell you a couple of things about it. You know, I think what people most know about Skillet records, or what they usually tell me about Skillet records anyway, is that Skillet albums make people feel better. People always tell me, your songs make me feel good when I'm having a bad day, and maybe they inspire me and they feel uplifting. A lot of people tell me that our songs get them through a workout, which I love, because that's my favorite time to listen to music. I listen to music every time I go for a run. I listen to the same rock albums. I like to listen to new rock music, because rock music gets me through those workouts. But I would say that rock music also gets me through my hard times, and that's why I wanted to make this record. And I called it Victorious for lots of different reasons. One of the reasons I called it Victorious is because these songs made me feel inspired when I listened to them. And they're songs about, they're not so much about the world being a crazy place. It's more about your inside your head being a crazy place, the things that we all have to go through and we all have to overcome. And some of us don't like the way that we are. In fact, I think most people have things about their lives that they don't like, and they are struggling. And I think as we were writing this record, coming to terms with maybe being honest enough to say that there are things that I don't like about myself that I thought I would like better by now. And some of those same problems, they keep coming back over and over again. And I know that a lot of you guys feel that way because I get your tweets and I see what you write, and I meet you at concerts and you say, your songs help me become a better person, or your songs help me forgive myself, forgive someone else perhaps. And so I wanted to write songs on this record that people would say, yes, I'm not the only one that feels like there are things in my life that I don't like. And there's a particular song on the record that I think Skillet fans are going to really love called Save Me. And that's exactly what that song is about. It's about saying that we don't always want to be totally honest about who we are, even with people we love, because we can be so horrified at who we are at times, and we can disappoint ourselves. And it is a song that is being honest enough to say that I need someone to save me from that. For me, it's a very spiritual song. It's a song that's not just about being honest with maybe my friends or my wife or my kids, but about being honest with God about who I am, because He knows me and He hears me, and He knows what's in my heart, and I need someone to save me from the person that I am. But it can also be sung to a person, you know. I think significant others, you know, my wife is the one that knows me inside and out on this earth, and she knows all those things, and so that can be hard to be vulnerable with people. So a song like Save Me is meant to make people like you guys feel understood and to know that you are not alone and you can be victorious in life, even though life is going to throw you bad stuff. I will say one more thing about Victorious. The song in particular, the title track, is a song that is namely about depression, and it is written for people who are suffering depression in ways that I can understand. I can relate to having a bad day, and I can relate to having time periods of my life of depression, of mild depression, meaning things that I didn't know if I would get over, you know, death in the family, things like that. But I was very much, what's the word? I don't think inspired's the word. I was very much affected by the deaths of lots and lots of our rock and roll heroes in the last few years, namely Chester Bennington, who is someone that I don't know personally, never met him, but I was a big fan, and I took his death fairly hard, and I did a lot of reading online about his life, people that knew him, and I began reading up on depression and the things that some people were going through, and I wrote this song, Victorious, as this is what I would want to say to him if he were my friend. This is what I would want to encourage him to fight through. And I hope that there's lots of people watching right now, lots of people that will get the record that will feel that will know this is a song hopefully that can help you. It's a song about not giving up. It's a song about, I know that you might feel alone sometimes, but you can be victorious through that. So enough on all that, but I wanted to share that personal story because people are asking about the songs, what they might mean, the themes of the record. And that's why I think that this record is very personal to me. There's a lot of personal stories on it and a lot of emotion to it. And I think that people are going to like it, I hope. So there it is. Let me look at some more questions here. I'll answer a few more things, and then I'll let you guys go. Getting tired of me talking. Oh, somebody wants to know what I thought about Endgame. Ruled. I saw it twice, and I'm dying to go see it again. Marvel crushes all. That's all I can say about Marvel. They just rule. I loved Endgame. I won't give any spoilers away except for I just thought it was absolutely amazing. I love it. Let's see. What you got? Somebody wants to know what my favorite song on the record is. My favorite song on the record is probably Victorious, which is the title track. For some Skillet fans that have been with us for a few years, it is the song that takes me back the most to my Comatose era. It's got all the big string orchestra on it, and it's very kind of romantic sounding, very sad sounding, and that's probably why it's my favorite. It probably makes me feel nostalgic for the Comatose era, so that's probably why. Somebody says, Victoria's album, will it have a similar theme of Unleashed? I mean, maybe a little. I think Unleashed was a lot more about like fight songs. Unleashed was very much more like, I thought it was a record of fight songs. That's how I always described Unleashed. Feel invincible. I feel it. Invincible! I don't know. It was a little bit different. But I would say that our first song, Legendary, I would say is a little bit more in line with where Unleashed was at, which is why we thought it was kind of a good introduction to the record. It's the song to me that most feels like the last record. Very kind of fist in the air, get the crowd chanting and pumped up. And we do have other stuff like that on the record, but there's also some darker songs on the record, including Save Me, which I mentioned, and then, orchestra like on Victorious, things like that. So you'll see. What else you got? Let me look at some more questions. Somebody says, will I come lead worship at church? I don't have a very good worship leading voice. I think people may leave. Somebody wants to know if we're playing new songs. We are playing Legendary right now currently, and we've also been playing a song called Rise Up that people probably saw if they saw us on the Breaking Benjamin run that we did, which was really cool. Rise Up is a really fun song, and we recorded that with our good friends Kevin and Kane Churko. Kevin Churko is a fantastic producer, a great friend of mine. He produced all the Five Finger Death Punch records and the last two Disturbed records and Papa Roach and lots of other awesome bands. But he's good friends of ours, and we did Rise Up with him. And it's just, to me, it's just like a great fist pumping song. The recorded version sounds really cool, and I hope people dig that. We are playing those live. So if you're coming to see us like this weekend, we're playing in North Carolina. Any of our summer shows, we're going to be playing some new live stuff. Jason says the new song sucks. You suck. I'm just kidding, but thanks for the comment. You don't really suck. I'm joking. Let's see. What else you got? So people are asking what Legendary is about. Legendary, a lot of times when you're a songwriter, you write these songs, they have a very specific thing, and then they have a very general, message. I would say the general message of Legendary is that your life is very short, and no one's going to live forever, so you've got a very small amount of time to make your life matter. And I think not giving up in life is something that I write a lot about. I've faced some adversity in my life, and that has been kind of a theme throughout my entire life of facing that adversity head on and make your life count. That's the sense of make your life legendary that it is. And I will talk more about this on an upcoming Cooper Stuff podcast, in which I'll talk more about what Legendary is about. But I do want to say specifically what I had in mind when we began writing Legendary. A specific story for me is the fact that Skillet was a very unlikely band to be around for 22 years. And for a long time, people kept saying, you guys you're too pop, or you're too rock, you're too heavy, you're not heavy enough, you're too Christian, you're not Christian enough, there's too many girls in the band, there's not enough girls, we want more girls singing. It's always been this, it's not this, it's this. And everybody, I've always had tons of people give me advice of what we needed to change if we wanted to make it. And we stuck to our guns, we stuck to who we were. I cannot tell you how many people said, you've got to stop admitting that you're a Christian band, or you're never going to make it in the rock music world. And you know what? They were wrong. And it's because of all of you fans out there that said, we don't care if there's Christian or not Christian, or we don't care what they are. We just want to hear the music. So it's because of you guys that we've been able to do that. And that's what was in my mind when I was writing Legendary. There's a line in the chorus that says, still the one that's standing now. And that's kind of what that means to me, is they can all do this. Here's what you got to do. And we're still here after 22 years, and we owe it to you guys, the fans. So that's kind of what was in my mind for Legendary. A little bit of a stick it to the man. Stick it to the man, Nicosis, as Jack Black says in School of Rock. Anyway, yeah, see right here, somebody says, I'm not religious, but I like your music because it's versatile. See? People don't care if Skillet's religious or not religious. People just want to hear music that's good. People want to hear music that they believe in. And that's how I experience music. And our fans have supported us through all of that. So I want to say I appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to end this thing. It's been ages. Very last plug. I want to remind people, our new record, Victorious, out on August 2nd. Pre-order is available today for the very first time. Our single Legendary is already number 3 on the iTunes Rock single chart because of you people. Thank you so much. I love you. We got to get that thing to number 1. Buy the record. You can go to skillet.com to see the pre-order packages or check Instagram stories. We're going to put them up directly after this live thing. You can swipe up. It's technology. Swipe up. You can buy it. And come see us on tour with Seven Dust, Pop Evil, Devour the Day. It's going to be lots of fun. Send us a comment. We're going to be pretty active over the next few weeks trying to comment back to you guys. So we appreciate it. And we love all the fans out there. You're the very best. Thanks for sticking with us for this so long. And keep rocking, people. Later.